Okay, so April 6th, first cut. They were here 40 minutes too. Because you want to know why? Because they should have came probably 2 weeks ago. Next door neighbor, they had their lawn service come 2 weeks ago, and they didn't even need it. My on this side of my property, this neighbor, I think they came a week ago, maybe even 2 weeks actually. Yeah, and their grass barely grows. My grass grows a lot. It really does. Looks really nice. Now I can get an idea of more or less what's weak. Usually the normal spots. I've already treated. Doing the stuff. This is weak. You can see. It's always around certain areas. Same old thing all the time. It sucks living up on a hill because you'd be surprised how much sound travels up too, by the way. This came out pretty decent too. Over there, looking good. Down there, yeah. But 3 people to do this, and it's a long time consuming thing because of all the different areas. The other thing is they were pretty lucky because they really didn't have to do a full cleanup. I've kept everything pretty clean. Got rid of a lot of the leaves. This I got to clean out. I don't know what to do here because it's always an issue. Thinking maybe I will do more rocks. I know the rocks will get all full of them, but at the same time, yeah, they do miss stuff, of course. I have to come in here and really do the detail job. This came out pretty decent too. The walkway, kind of, it's a difficult task. I have grass on this side, but I don't know. You know what it is? It gets no water. It died out last year. Looking good now, of course. Maybe I'll put something there instead. I wouldn't mind doing wood all the way across. Alright, let's see how up top came out. Not bad. This little stick of grass. Need to get that out of there, I could tell. Not bad. Especially for, like I said, the first cut. Still weak on this hump. You see all those weeds? I mean all the crabgrass here. I sprayed these yesterday, so I hope it kills it off. I really do. But it's been crazy, the weather. It's just kind of all over the place. Now, and for whatever reason, this little section right here, let me come around. It's lighter. It's not thick. It's not as lush. Now the crazy part is this whole thing has been regraded. This is a whole new platform here. This was not like this. So it's not like this is compacted dirt. It really isn't. It's just very weak here. I may get more dirt in here. I'm going to get probably another 10 or so bags. Who knows, maybe even more. I'd like to kind of reseed this area now that I see what it looks like in there. They didn't do a good job over here. Got to come in here and cut nice. But yeah, I really want to get rid of these bare spots. I peat mossed in there already. Well, but the issue is no sun. I mean, sun has been very weak lately. Cold nights. It's freaking crazy. It really is. This property is a lot to maintain. I watch a lot of, I was watching them on the cameras do all this stuff. And I was happy. I felt like I was watching YouTube, somebody doing some landscaping stuff. One of the things I don't understand when it comes to people doing the landscaping, they're only one person. That's crazy. Now, this was 3 people, 9,000 square feet. Not all of it, of course, is grass or whatever. And took them 40 minutes. But it's tricky. Step, 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 step on that side, everywhere. So that's what the issue is. But a lot of these guys, they spend their whole day there doing YouTube videos and everything else. And it's not really efficient. I mean, most of the time these guys are in and out. Only reason why they weren't is because they didn't come on time. I mean, you could see this freaking grass was high. It really was. It was like, at least a foot high in some spaces and stuff like that. So things are definitely starting to shape up. Moving pretty quickly. What's it, April 7th? But the weather, you know what? Not a lot of sun, just very cloudy. Even today wasn't necessarily sun all day. Partly cloudy, so it does affect the way that the grass grows. But you can see it is filling in very nicely, at least on the hill. Now these parts here, no buds yet. However, check this out. Over here, you got little guys coming up already, so very happy about that. Little guys there. This spot here is always a problem. Now, I just sprayed the weeds, what was it? Not yesterday, the day before. So check it out. They're already dying. All this crabgrass. And finally, the lawn guys came to cut my lawn, and it was pretty bad because it was like a foot high. And now I could really see what's going on. But I have to do my neighbors too, because you know what will happen. This stuff will spread over here. It's all right. She's a nice lady. I don't mind kind of doing stuff. She doesn't even use the yard ever. So I just try to at least make it look good for where I have to see it. I mean, I wish, like there's a lot of spots over there. It would be a project for me also to really get her lawn going. She needs a lot of dirt. But anyway, yep, just working on projects, fixing things up and getting ready for spring. So the second cut of the season, things are looking good, very thick. I mean, nice looking carpet here coming along. You know what the problem is though? The problem is that there's always something, the flowering things. Now it's going to become where the trees are going to be dropping a whole bunch of pollen. It's a shame. It's like to keep a perfect lawn. See, they left some scraps here. It's just a full-time job. It really is. Yeah, I got some yellow spots here. I might have oversprayed. A lot of it, though, believe it or not, is killing off some of the crabgrass. So that's the other thing. Sometimes I hate it too, because the weed whacker guy, when he comes around, he cuts it too short, and it does that. This is filling in somewhat. It's been hard though, because lack of sun. Today's 50. It's cool. The weather's all over the place, but you know what? It's nice, I guess. It's more of a season in a sense, but it's coming along. I have to work in here a little bit. What I think I'm going to do is a little bit of thatching in a sense, but with a rake. I have a thatcher, but I'm not going that crazy. And what I'm going to do is just try to get some of the junk like that out. But yeah, soon, look at this. All these little flowers are coming down. Just like constant junk in the lawn, no matter what. Japanese maple is starting to sprout. Gotta get these little grass weeds out of here. Pull those out. Fix up this bed. Also, let's see how these are going. The funny thing is nobody sees this. From the street, you can't see it. But I see it, so I gotta clean this out. Let me see over here. Yeah, not the worst actually with the rocks. I think the rock is just a better idea than the mulch. And I want to clean this up. I'm going to have to actually buy more of this to continue on there. I don't know. It seemed to have just eroded away. That's why I fill on this little spot. But there's so many different areas that it's a lot to keep up with in a sense. Everywhere you look, there's always a little something to do. Oh yeah, I gotta look at this. Clean all this out also. But yeah, second mow coming along. Now probably get it greened up with some iron. Possibly I may do that even more so. But here's the crazy part. All right, look at all my neighbor's lawn across the street. It's terrible. He doesn't do anything. Okay. And he's got that other grass where it's doesn't need a lot of water, but it always yellows out. My grass, even during the winter, stays green and lush. But it's funny, other neighbor's lawn, they're not even growing at all. I'm the only one who gets like a bag when it comes to the clippings. It was heavy as heck, 2 bags worth. Yeah, and I have to actually start this for the shrubs. I'm going to be putting this down for some kind of fertilizing for that. This is also my little gardening section. This is devoted to gardening. And then a lot of these bins also for the gardening stuff.